Hey guys, welcome back to my gaming channel. Now it's actually going to be the first video I've ever done on this channel that hasn't been me playing a game, so this is quite a big moment for me. Today's video is going to be about Animal Crossing. I've only been playing the game a couple of days though, so I can't do like a proper review or anything. So I decided instead to give you guys some tips and tricks on what you should know before you start to play Animal Crossing New Horizons. Some of these I learned from someone else, and others I did happen to learn personally and wanted to include on this video. Now I'm telling you guys 10 things I think you should know about Animal Crossing New Horizons before you start playing it. But anyway, without further ado, let's begin. When you first start a game, you'll be asked to pay 5,000 NOOK miles to be able to pay off your moving fees. Now, it does look quite daunting at first because you probably think, how am I going to save up 5,000 NOOK miles? It actually is really easy in this game. But once you've paid off your moving fees, I'd recommend saving up your NOOK miles again. So there's a couple of items you're going to need to buy, preferably at the beginning of the game. You don't have to do this, but I recommend doing this in your first day or your first couple of days if you can, because it makes your gameplay much easier. And those are the pretty good tools. This is about 3,000 miles. I don't know if this comes out on the very first day. It potentially does, I'm not sure, and that just gives you like an upgraded shovel, upgraded axe and an upgraded fishing rod, all that kind of thing, so they don't break as easy as your flimsy ones do when you first get given those. There's another one, I think it's called tool dial, I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but basically what it does is you press the up button in your Switch and then you'll get a big dial of all of your tools. You can just select them from that menu rather than having to go into your inventory and doing it that way. Now I believe there is also another one which you can get. I can't remember if it's from the beginning or not, but I'd recommend when it comes up in the, I think it's called Essential Pocket Guide, when it comes up in NOOK miles, definitely save up for that because it expands your inventory. So it does make gameplay a little bit easier, but I would recommend getting that first before you get your other tools. But you can do it either way you want, as long as you've got the miles to buy them. You can do it whatever order you like, as long as you get those first. Top priority that the first thing you do when you get your house on Animal Crossing is that you pay off Tom Nook as soon as you can to save up all of your bells that you've got. I'm not saying don't buy anything too expensive, because you will need that money to pay off Tom Nook first. Once you've paid for your first loan of your house, then you can move on to building the shop, so I'd recommend getting that done as quickly as you can. Donate as many fossils, fishes and bugs you can get to open the museum as soon as possible. Now I believe it's day 2 on the island where Tom Nook will get a phone call from BLATHERS, the museum owner, asking for you to donate 18 different things. This can be fish, bugs or fossils, it doesn't have to be just one specific thing. And then if you can donate that many, he'll come to the island and create the museum. I would recommend doing this on the same day that he phones, because then it makes life so much easier. However, when you do manage to donate enough to donate to him, there will be a day where the museum will be building and you can't do anything, you can't donate anything, because you cannot use the museum until a day after when it actually opens. And obviously the game is done in real time, which means that if they say your construction will be finished tomorrow, they really do mean tomorrow. They don't just mean tomorrow in their time, mean tomorrow in your time as well. You do have to be very aware of that, but I believe most Animal Crossing veterans will know that anyway. I believe the ladder will come available when you get a neighbour asking if they can move to your island. But anyway, he'll give you a DIY recipe for a ladder. So you need a ladder to get to ingredients on the top of the cliffs on the islands, because if you go around your island you'll see there's like little cliffs everywhere with like ingredients, like with like weeds and flowers and trees or stuff on top. So you need that ladder to get up to those cliffs. So I'd recommend uncrafting it as soon as you can, because you literally can explore so much more of your island once you've got that ladder. Now this one is something I personally like to do. Like my island at the moment is completely clean of weeds, because I hate the messy look, so I take all the weeds out. And what I go and do is I go and sell all the weeds in the shop. They go for quite a lot of money, so if you want to make a lot of money, just clear out all the weeds. However, as you probably can tell just from looking at your island when you first go in the game, it's going to take a lot of work and have to have a lot of patience to be able to do this. I admit even I started getting fed up at some points, because I was just like, oh, there's so many. but it does make your island really, really nice. It's a really nice way of making money. Weeds do need to be used as material for crafting some items. I don't think anything essential needs to be crafted using weeds, luckily, as far as I'm aware, but I do recommend leaving some materials around your island. They do take a while to grow back, especially weeds. I'd recommend maybe leaving some just so you can use them to craft things if you need to. I personally think you should clear up all your weeds. If you don't have patience for that or want to keep them, that's fine too. I just really like how my island looks at the moment and also like the money it made me as well. Number 6 is something I recently learned and actually did today for the first time, and that is you actually can plant money trees. Now, every so often you might walk around your island, at least once a day this happens, and you might see like a golden glow coming out from the ground, and if you like use your shovel and dig it up, you'll find 1,000 bells. Now what you can do, what I would normally do, put it in my inventory and then stash it and add it to my bank account. But however, if you replant it in exactly the same spot, it will actually grow as a bell tree, and then once you, I think it takes a couple of days to grow, but once it's fully grown you can get bells from it. So I'd recommend giving that one a go as well. If you go on your island at certain times of the day, you might meet some interesting people. Now I admit I've only actually had this happen to me once so far, but I often go on Animal Crossing quite late at night as well. Like I might go at like 10, 11 o'clock sometimes a little bit later than that, and I've bumped into this like ghost wispy type character a couple of times now, and what he will do is he'll get shocked by you and all of his wisps will come off him. You'll need a net for this. If you haven't got a net, craft a net for this. But he wants you to catch all 5 of his wisps. If you bring back his 5 wisps, he'll obviously go back together. And as a reward, he'll give you a item of flooring, I believe it is. It's only flooring I think he gives you. It's either a really expensive item of flooring or he gives you an item of flooring you haven't had before. Now, I think both times I've had him, I think the first time I asked something expensive, obviously. And actually I'm using it in my house now, the flooring he gave me, so I actually really like it. And second time he gave me something I haven't had before, wasn't as good, so I just went and sold it. It was just a concrete flooring or something. But it's well worth checking out because he can give you some pretty cool flooring. You have to have the pole vault to be able to go over to the other side of the island to be able to find him. So he doesn't tend to hang around the main section of the island, he's always on the other side of the island that you can't get to without the pole vault. So I'd remember that as well. Rocks will produce is iron nuggets, clay, sometimes gold nuggets, and obviously stone as well. These are all stuff needs to be used for crafting. If you only just started playing Animal Crossing, I'd recommend gathering up as many iron nuggets as you can get, because when you get to a shop stage you will need 30 of these iron nuggets, and if you haven't got enough, if you haven't got any, it's going to be a very, very slow process hitting rocks every day until you get enough. You can visit other islands as well. It does kind of help in your search, and also if you get presents out of sky off for balloons, and a lot of the time they're normally very, very useful presents. I believe I actually got given 5 iron nuggets at the exact right moment, one of those present things. Also you might get a resident come up to you as well and giving you some more iron nuggets, help you with your build. This happened to me anyway, I don't know if it's going to happen to you. Also there is actually a rock, it's random every day, there is actually a rock that will give you bells every single day. It won't be the same rock for next day for example, but I recommend hitting all your rocks, 1 for iron nuggets and 2 to get more bells as well. So number 9 is do not forget to also, as soon as you can, get the DIY recipe to be able to craft a slingshot, or just buy a slingshot if you're able to, because when you have the balloons come over your island with the presents on them, having a slingshot makes this really, really good. It means you can get some really decent presents from this slingshot, and sometimes it gives you stuff that when you least expect it. Like for example, during the shop mission, when I had to build the when I had to build the shop, I needed 30 iron nuggets and I was still quite far off from that, and then I had one of these presents come over on the balloon, and when I popped it and collected it, it actually was 5 iron nuggets. So I think that was done intentionally. It does sometimes help you with your specific quest as well. I don't know what to call it. I know it's Animal Crossing, it's not really a proper questy game, but I still call it a quest anyway. But it does also give you some quite cool clothing options, furniture options as well. And number 10, do not invite characters from other islands to move into your island all in one go. You can do this and it is a good way of getting more neighbours, but I don't recommend doing it all in one go like I did. What I mean by this is obviously you can use 2,000 Nook miles to buy a ticket to a random island. You do not need Nintendo Switch Online to do this. You can just pay 2,000 miles and you can get a ticket and go to a random island. Sometimes on these random islands you will find a character, and on 3 of these islands I visited there was a character on every single one. I went up to every single one of them and asked them to move in, and unlike in Animal Crossing Wild World, I'm imagining also New Leaf, even though I never actually played New Leaf so I don't know what New Leaf is like. Basically they disappear, so the house random just turns up one day out of the blue and then job's done, job's good. And that's what I thought happens on New Horizons, but no, it doesn't. Just make you guys aware. Tom Nook will make you plot where a house is going to go. He's going to make you build all the furniture for their houses, which is great if you only got one person coming, but I invited 3 people to live on my island. So now I'm in a process currently in my game of building furniture for 3 different houses. So it's not fun. So I'd recommend, yes, invite lots of people to your island, but don't do it all in one go, because it'd make your life so much easier. But anyway, that is actually it. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video and that you can take some of these in mind. Hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your week as well. And you will stay strong, stay safe and stay positive. And of course, if you like my content, please press the subscribe button down below, as well as the bell button to notify whenever I upload. And also please subscribe to my main channel if you'd like to see more of my content, because I do admit I upload on there a lot more than I upload on here. So if you'd like to see more content than me that isn't gaming related, then go on my main channel as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!